Hey guys, this is Mike. How are you all doing today? One of the things that I wanted to do today is about how do we go ahead and chart or draw the trend lines, and that way we can be in a better position to predict how the market behaves. Again, this is more of an educational video. It's not a financial advice, and you may have to contact your financial advisor for any future gains or growth about your investments. Now, I am on TradingView platform. I love this, and I have a little, a basic version. And right now, there's some promotion going on, so you can check it out. Otherwise, it's free, but then you get more updated market uh, progress within minutes of it using paid version. So today I'm going to set up or look into charts that I'm really interested in. One of the things that I love personally is either look into S&P futures or NASDAQ futures. But let's today, just for the educational purposes, we are looking at um, um, uh, the SP ES1 prime, which is basically S&P futures. Now, when I open the chart, as you've just noticed, it's all squiggly lines. And to be more precise, if you look at this thing, the green is candle, as they call it. It's just a bar graph image or the point of the day. So green candle is what indicates that there was a positive movement or the stocks moved, or S&P or stock, whatever stock, this applies to everything. The stock moved in a positive direction. If there is a red candle, this means the stock moved in a negative direction. Those little extra lines, which we call it as wick, is basically how far are the extremes of the movement of the stock on that given day. For instance, here, as you can see, the stock moved for about 6,468, and then the lowest it went was 6,354. So what we are interested in is drawing a trend line. Just this is the only thing that we're going to do today. Now, again, this is your moment per day. But if you were to click on W, which is 1 week, five different time points between, let's assume, Friday 18th July 2025 and Friday or and Monday, probably there was it would be squeezed into 5 days will be squeezed into one single candle. Look at that. So previously, again, let's do it one more time just for fun. So a lot of squiggly lines, up and down motion, and we harmonize it to a simpler or make it less chaotic. Now this is your weekly chart. Now if I click on monthly, you're basically harmonizing 5 or 4 weeks into one single month. Basically, this is so every first you get one single candle. So this is your June candle, July, August, and so on and so forth. Basically, what happened is that in that month, this S&P moved from 4582 to about 4287, close to about 300 points downward motion. So these are very powerful. The weekly and monthly are very powerful just because they'll tell you the story in a bigger way. Now, what I want to do today is like basically draw a trend line. So the basics of trend line is it just tells you how or where the how the stock is moving across different periods of time. Now, here is your 2020, and remember this is March 2020. This is where the COVID hit. So, and this is your October 2022. This is your bear market, and this is your April 2025, which is your Liberation Day. What I want to do is I want to take all those little lines and connect it so that we are trying to draw a trend line. But keep in mind, we have to connect it to multiple points. Now, what I like about monthly, So monthly tells you a macro story, whereas weekly tells you a story which is of a moderate level. Okay. So what I did here, as you can see, I drew a trend line which is connecting all the 4 points. Now, if I just draw a trend line here, now let's do it one more time. So here is a trend line. So let me introduce a trend line here. This is your regular trend line. This is ray, and this is external line, and this is parallel channel, which is the most powerful trend line approach that I take for my day-to-day trades. So if I just draw a trend line, it just gives me the stock motion and tells me, like, where will be the base? Like, what is the point it will be at the bottom. Now, how about the top? I can draw one more trend line if possible. Well, this is not so good. It doesn't help me much because it doesn't connect to all the points properly, and so I just ignore this. So, as I said, my most favorite trend line drawing tool is this parallel channel. So what I do, I would rather um, use parallel trend line. I want to connect points up and down, like the error bars, as I mentioned, both on the top and at the bottom. So let's look at this. So here is a trend line that I drew like this. Okay, let's connect it and then pull it down, right, left click and pull it down, then connect it to this side. Okay, now if I were to extend this parallel line across, it will connect to the COVID-19 low. All right, COVID-19 low. Let's just try to label this a little bit. COVID-19 low. This is your bear market low, and this right here is your tariffs low. Okay, so we connected across different time points. Make sure that it is tight, because if you draw a very tight trend line, the odds that you are going to be correct in your prediction is really high. Now, again, I went into this little lines tool, which is here, went down, parallel channel, clicked on it, and then drew a little parallel line, first a trend line here, and then left clicked and dropped it down to connect all the points at the bottom. Okay, now this is a very tight trend line. Now, notice that I did not draw this 50% trend line. So what happened was, the stock went down, it got resisted at 50% trend line. Now, again, keep in mind, I did not draw this personally, just I dropped it. And then it got rejected at this trend line. The stock, once it breached, it went up, tested the trend line 50%, went up, tested it again, tried to go down a little bit, but then the market pushed back and then it went up, 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 and then got rejected. But where did it stop? 50% trend line. And then bounced, went up, down, down, and then rejected here. So as you can see, at every point, this 50% line serves as a strong uh, support or resistance depending on the situation, and that will tell us where the market will go